face movements November the 1st, 2018. Now, you guys know that I'm against Donald Trump and everything almost, but I always keep a biased mind. Some things I do agree in, and I agree with President Trump on our border. But the truth is, President Trump, I write down the video, he is part of this elite society, the New World Order, and their new rules. And I'm making videos already about that. Go check out my last video. It's part 4 of The Last Pope 2. But, yes, I can't believe myself, but I do agree with Donald Trump's border protection. And the reason I agree with Donald Trump's border protection is simply, it's right in front of our face, folks. All right, we do need a stronger border. All right, folks. People don't just do this in other countries, cross over, only down in Mexico and stuff like that. And even Mexico try to stop this caravan of immigrants that are violent. And yes, there are going to be some criminals and stuff in it. It's a lot of people. It's thousands of people. You see how big it is on the news, everything like that. Talking about a whole bridge with migrant people that were walking over Mexico. And it's simple as this, like I was just saying. Your house, imagine, is your country. All right. Your door is your border wall. All right. And there's a peaceful way to talk to you, or you could tell people if someone came knocking on your door, you answer the door, right? Politely. And you let them in politely, or you don't. Depends if it's someone trying to sell something, if you don't know someone, all that stuff. All right. Your house has border walls. All right. Our country has borders. All right, folks. And you're not going to allow someone to come into your house sneakily. You call 911, am I right or wrong? Or if someone tries to break down your window and try to get into your house while you're on vacation and try to stay there. No. Then you got the right to use the powers that are necessary. All right, folks. Now, same with our borders. Mexico tried to stop the South America. And they sat there. They protested, waiting for Mexico to let them in. Then Mexico wasn't going to let them in, so they started throwing rocks, started throwing obland, picking up things as a group, damaging their border. Yes, that is an invasion of someone's country. That is what an invasion is. It may not be by a country, it's by a group of people, but they invaded Mexico, and Mexico agreed not to help these migrants get to the United States anytime faster. All right. So, yes, I do agree with Donald Trump sending the troops down to protect our border. All right. If they're really looking for legal asylum, it's a lot easier down in South America than a lot of countries around the world. All they have to do is go to the U.S. Embassy. All right. And when they come there, all they have to do is say, I'm seeking asylum for my country, and we will let them in automatically. But instead of doing this, why does a caravan got to get together and walk thousands of miles to get into the United States of America? Ain't that kind of fishy? Someone set this up, and they've been setting up for migrant workers to come here, work cheaper, like slave labor and all that stuff. And Donald Trump is right. If these migrants come to our borders and start throwing rocks, I don't want people to get shot. I don't want people to get killed. There's better ways of handling it than letting people getting shot by a gun. But you got stun guns, all that stuff. Shoot up in the sky. Scare them away. All right. But yes, if a whole bunch of people start throwing rocks at you, one rock could kill you. You could get stoned to death. And it's our border. Someone's trying to break into our country. All right, folks. And if they're really looking for legit asylum, do it legally. It ain't that hard. Instead of walking thousands of miles, go to the U.S. Embassy where it's located at most of these countries. It's only 100 miles if you're willing to walk thousands of miles to our country. towards the southern U.S. border. In a Fox News interview, Sanders said specifically that Mexico has helped make sure caravan members stay marching on their feet and aren't taking buses or other transportation. They have helped stop a lot of the transportation means of these individuals in these caravans, forcing them walking, she said. They have helped us in a new ways to slow this down, to break this up and keep it from moving as aggressively towards the United States. Sanders said Mexico could do more, but said officials have so far worked well with the U.S. side. Mexico has stepped up in an unprecedented way, Sanders said. We want to continue to be able to work with them. Sanders spoke just minutes before President Trump tweeted that Mexican officials didn't do enough to keep the caravan from crossing their southern border with Guatemala. Quote, the caravans are made up of some very tough fighters and people, Trump tweeted, fought back hard and viciously against Mexico at northern border before breaking through. Mexican soldiers were unable or unwilling to stop the caravan, should stop them before they reach our border, but won't. So Donald Trump is right about that. All right, they did hurt a lot of military police. They hurt a lot of people crossing over, invading their country. All right. And that's a problem, folks. So do we want these kind of people come to our border? We're not letting them in because they ain't citizens of our country. And there's still another way they could get into our country that would have been a lot easier by them going to the U.S. embassy in their country and say, I need asylum. That's all they have to say. And they could get into the United States of America. But instead, they decide to walk thousands and thousands of miles with a group of people, thousands and thousands now, trying to get into the United States of America. Do you think that's right? I believe it's not. Remember, the United States of America is our country, is our home. Just like we got borders on our house, we should have borders. We should have borders on our borders to stop people from just invading and breaking in, trying to take a piece of American life, folks. All right, there's legal ways to do it. And today, Donald Trump, on November the 1st, 2018, and a lot of people is getting criticizing because he said if someone threw a rock, the military is going to do what the military is going to do, shoot or whatever, folks, because it is the military, folks. And he said that throwing a rock is like using an assault rifle or a gun, or as a firearm. That's what he really did say. And I disagree with Trump with a lot of stuff, but I do agree with Donald Trump about our borders. All right, I don't believe that we should be shooting them dead or anything like that if they're throwing rocks at you. But if you have thousands of people throwing rocks at you, yes, that could get pretty violent. And yes, that is a serious weapon. One rock could kill someone, but that helmet's on. All right, there's other ways, other tactics by shooting stun guns, smoke bombs, and pushing them. All right. But I do stand firmly with Donald Trump on this border. All right. Trump has focused increasingly on immigrants heading into the final days of the midterms as Republicans across the country struggle to match their opponents in drumming up voter enthusiasm. Now, this is what I know. All right. We all know Donald Trump, all my subscribers, and some of you new viewers, if you're watching my videos, you know I'm against Donald Trump. And I show proof that he's part of that secret society, the elite, and he's part of that antichrist spirit that's amongst the land. All right, and I don't believe Donald Trump is doing this for political purpose for the Republicans. All right, because I believe no matter what, the Republicans are going to gain control of the Senate when it comes election days. They're not going to lose like the Democrats telling you or what they're telling you on TV. So I don't want people out there to be shocked and all right, folks, like, oh my God, I thought the Democrats were going to win. It's not going to happen, folks. All right, this guy is in there for 2 terms at least, and whoever follows behind him, Donald Trump's gonna know. All right, But the one thing I do agree with Donald Trump is our borders. We do need to be tougher on our borders instead of letting everyone just come into our country, folks. You do not know who these people are. All right, they don't have the right. They might be a terrorist. They might be drug lords. You don't understand. They might be trying to get in our country so they have better life. But the legit thing is they're getting paid way less than the normal citizen would. And it's part of human trafficking. They're living in tight hotel rooms with a whole bunch of people trying to get paid working farm jobs. That's what migrant workers do. Work underpaid farm jobs, folks. All right, but there's a legit way where they could come into our country, claim asylum, and become a citizen of our country, because we do need more people if our country do grow. Am I right or wrong? All right, and they could get paid the normal wages instead of getting paid BS. And I am Hispanic too. All right, but we do need strong borders. All countries in the world need strong borders. If there was no borders, then there wouldn't be no country. All right, I wish there was no borders around the world and everyone just got peacefully together, but that's not the truth. Please like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Facebook. We're gonna come on up. Patreon TV in a few weeks, and yes, it's going to cost $1 or whatever you want to donate to subscribe, but you do got the freedom of saying what you want. There's other news channels and stuff like that YouTube, Facebook has banned. All right, and there's other stuff, so check it out in a few weeks on Patreon. The new No Face Movement. This is the No Face Movement. Moving till next time. Facing off.